Finally, the new 105 Di2 12-speed group set offers electronic shifting at Shimano's lowest price point yet. Shimano 105 Di2 R7150, the brand's long-awaited cheapest electronic group set. 105 Di2 is semi-wireless and 12-speed. A full group set is claimed to weigh around 2,992 grams depending on spec. A full Shimano 105 Di2 group set will retail for around 1,730. 105 Di2 will only be offered in disc brakes. Damn you, Shimano. Damn you, Rip Rim Brakes. Welcome to James Social Cycling. Welcome everybody, and thanks for your time. I appreciate you clicking on the video. I am disappointed that this is not in a rim brake version, as you could probably imagine. I still love the rim brakes, and you'd have thought that they would have done something a little bit different than the new SRAM Axis E-Tap, which is also only in disc brake version. So but you can obviously upgrade. If you upgrade to the SRAM Force, you can do rim brake on that, and I think off the top of my head Ultegra and Dura Ace is the same. I'm not too sure about that, but anyway, I want to get into the video. Thanks for that. Let's have a chat about all the components and we'll go from there. The Shimano Di2 rear derailleur is compatible with cassettes up to 36 teeth. It is aesthetically similar to both Ultegra and Dura Ace. The appearance is also more matte than the higher tier group sets, shiny finish. The charging port for the Di2 system is in the rear end of the upper knuckle. This removes the need for the junction box under the stem or its handlebars, as was the case with previous generation Di2 group sets. The new Shimano 105 front derailleur, Di2 front derailleur, is slightly larger than the equivalent Dura Ace or Ultegra front derailleurs. The upper housing is extended, and unlike Dura Ace and Ultegra, isn't offset from the cage, increasing the derailleur's overall footprint. I suspect it is down to the different motors and controllers to the higher tier group sets. So obviously it being a little bit cheaper to make, using bigger parts, heavier parts. The derailleur is compatible with chain rings up to 52 teeth in size. So the Shimano 105 CS HG7010-12 cassettes mount using the new 12-speed specific free hub standard, but this is backwards compatible with 11-speed HD free hubs. The new cassettes do not feature the Hyperglide technology. Hyperglide was introduced into the road last year. I think it was actually done on the mountain bikes first, so it was introduced last year with Dura Ace and Ultegra. Hyperglide Plus is very effective at smoothing out shifts and dampening down noise. Dura Ace and Ultegra level 1134 teeth cassettes are officially compatible with the group set. However, both 1130 and 1128 options are not officially compatible. Shimano FCR 7100 crankset looks very similar to the top tier Dura Ace R9200 crankset, with a slightly less shiny finish and the same flat outer face in the crank arms. It is available in 160, 165, 170, 172.5 and 175mm crank length options, and at launch a single 50-34 teeth gear combination. A 50-36 option will also be available at a later date. The crankset has a Q factor of 148mm and shares the same Holotech 2 construction as most of Shimano's high-end cranksets. This sees forged halves of the crankset bonded together to create a lightweight and stiff crankset. Stiff my backside. Does that mean more faults? Well, if there is a problem, if you are worried, then there is an additional 12-speed compatible non-series crankset has also been launched alongside the group set. The FCRS 520 group set features solid crank arms and is designed to work with bikes that use 135mm rear end. Most modern road bikes with through axles have 142mm rear end. This affects the bike's chain line, and the FC RS520 crankset will be offset to accommodate this. The crankset is available in lengths of, again, 160, 165, 170, 172.5 and 175, and a single 50-34 teeth gear combination will be on option. The new Shimano 105 Di2 shifters are identical in layout to the 12-speed Ultegra and Dura Ace. This includes the new shrouded lever and revised pivot placement, which is said to improve braking performance when riding on the hoods. The shifters don't feature the auxiliary hood button seen on the higher tier group sets, but they also lose out on the option to fit satellite shifters, or so-called sprint shifters. Unlike Dura Ace and Ultegra, the brakes also don't feature servo wave. Servo wave makes the relationship between the brake lever and the pad non-linear, improving modulation. Servo wave is also seen on the brand's GRX gravel group set. The Shimano 105 Di2 levers, shifters, are claimed to have a battery life of 3 years. They are powered by a pair of CR1632 coin cells in each shifter. That's a long time. That'd be good to find out if that's true. The new Shimano 105 Di2 disc brake calipers adopt the revised layout introduced by Ultegra and Dura Ace. This includes the adoption of new bleed port, which is accessible from the outboard side of the caliper. This makes bleeding the brakes much easier, especially when mounted on the inside of the rear triangle. The pad to rotor clearance is also said to have increased by 10%, reducing the chances of either rubbing in grimy conditions. The brakes are only available in flat mount fitting. Non-series post-mount calipers will also work on the group set if you're upgrading an older frame set. The Anomaly 105 level non-series SM RT70 and the SM RT64 rotors carry over from the previous generation group sets. So the new 105 Di2 group set is only available with disc brakes. Absolutely disgusting. This is the first generation of the Shimano road bike group set family to be offered without the rim brake option. It was bloody cheap enough, and I could have gone and upgraded the Trekker Monda. So it's not entirely surprising, because few modern road bikes are spec'd with rim brakes, and the vast majority of 105 Di2 sales will be to OEM customers. While perhaps a little anecdotal, we expect most riders looking to upgrade an old rim brake bike will be considering either Dura Ace or Ultegra, both of which are available with rim brake shifters and matching brakes. That said, we expect the riders who want to use the 105 Di2 drivetrain components in conjunction with the rim brakes will be able to use either Dura Ace or Ultegra 12-speed shifters. The Shimano 105 Di2 is claimed to weigh 2,992 grams for the complete group set. Though it's hard to make an apple-to-apples comparison, a SRAM rival ETA Access group set is claimed to weigh in at 3,109 grams and a broadly similar spec. Price. So the suggested retail price for the full Shimano 105 Di2 group set is £1,730. And also we are looking at the availability. So availability, we should expect to see the new models entering the market during July with the component stock, so that's obviously on bikes, and expect the availability of the components, I would say, start of September, fingers crossed. Excellent. So I hope you got all the info you needed out of that. I appreciate your time watching the video, and if you have any questions down below, any comments, just let me know. But if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, then please give us a thumbs up. It helps the channel immensely. All right, and this is James Social Cycling saying I'll see you on the road very soon.